So the Bucks have had a very eventful offseason. To break it all down, Ty Windish, the host of the Eurostep, covering all things Bucks, is here with me. And Ty, Giannis made it pretty clear, after another disappointing playoff exit, that he wanted to see some improvement in this Bucks team before he decided on an extension. So what do the Bucks do? They go out and trade for Jrue Holiday. What does that mean for this franchise?
It's big, and I think a lot of people are maybe missing just how big it is because of how much else has happened with the Bucks this particular offseason, and Giannis's decision still looming at this point. But Jrue Holiday, the last time he was in the playoffs, I think as a whole that postseason, about 24 points and 6 assists per game. Most importantly, that first-round series, it was his Pelicans against Dame Lillard and the Blazers. He demolished Dame Lillard, put the clamps on one of the best point guards in the league. He's a proven playoff performer who does pretty much all of the things Eric Bledsoe does, except a little bit better and a lot bit better in the postseason. He's also a terrific character guy, and like I mentioned, a great defender. I think he's going to fit in really well. I wanted to say perfectly. Shooting could be a little bit better, but he's going to fit in really well and be a big-time impact player.
Jrue Holiday definitely is special, and while everybody was celebrating Jrue Holiday, the Bucks decided to double down on it and go out and get a young star player in Bogdan Bogdanovic, or so it seemed. And then now, the reports came out that he never agreed to a sign and trade deal. Now today, it's reported that he signed an offer sheet with the Atlanta Hawks. So, in the words of Michael Scott, why don't you explain it to me like I'm 5?
I'll do my best. So there's different versions of this coming from all over. The NBA has launched a tampering investigation, somehow only into this one specific deal. Here's what we know. I think at least it's determined the Bucks and Kings were talking about a sign and trade. It was reported that they completed a sign and trade. And then the next day or so, everything unraveled, like you mentioned. The reporting came out that Bogdan had never agreed. Then different sides started saying different things. The Bucks were kind of saying we didn't agree totally. I think it was more of a conversation. It's been known that the Bucks were interested in Bogdan Bogdanovic. Giannis and Bogdan Bogdanovic are friends. Apparently not that close of friends, because whatever happened, we don't know for sure right now. All we do know is if there was a deal, it fell through. It's not happening. It's undetermined exactly what went wrong, why it went wrong. Did it leak too early and then the deal had to be scrapped to avoid tampering? Was the deal never on? Truthfully, we don't know. But I think the important takeaway is, for whatever reason, the deal's not happening. And the Bucks did salvage this situation by still, in addition to Jrue Holiday, adding some good players.
Absolutely, and as you just mentioned, they did turn the page from Bogdan and pick up some other key veterans like DJ Augustine and Bobby Portis and some other names as well. Which of those veterans that they did pick up stands out to you the most?
I think DJ Augustine is going to fit in the best, but I will say Bobby Portis stands out to me the most because that's a player I didn't expect. I had been harping that DJ Augustine would be a great pickup for the Bucks, mid-level exception, one of their few tools of spending money this offseason with so many contracts on the books, and they got him, and it's great. Bobby Portis is more interesting. Bobby Portis is a kind of big man the Bucks haven't really had in a while. He's more of an offensive threat, probably even than Brook Lopez is. Brook Lopez's shooting is up and down. Bobby Portis is dynamic, and he's also just an athletic big guy. Bobby Portis is going to be fun to watch with this team. It's going to be really interesting to see how he is used, but I can't wait to see it. He's a fun building block.
For sure. The Bucks definitely upgraded this roster over this offseason. Now, it's day 3, and I think Bucks fans are still waiting for Giannis to sign that extension. With all the moves that the Bucks have put in place over this week, how confident should fans be that that deal will get done?
I think they should be fairly confident. The reporting all offseason, even soon after that, as you mentioned in the open, pretty horrific loss to the Heat in the second round. Bucks have been confident. Giannis's camp doesn't really talk a lot. I don't think we've heard much from them, but I do think they're better. I do think they went out and got better, which is the one thing we kind of had heard from Giannis is he wants to compete, he wants to win. He loves Milwaukee, he's a loyal guy, but at the end of the day, he wants to win championships. The Bucks are in a position to do that. I think they should feel good. I don't know if you'll get a 5-year extension or maybe a 2-year extension with a player option, something like that. That is to be determined. I don't think Giannis wants to go into the season without any extension, though, because the rumors are going to be swirling, and Giannis does not like being asked about his contract situation or anything like that. I think logically it would make sense to extend, but we will see. I wouldn't say 100%, but I would say they should feel pretty good. I think he has until December 21st, so about a month, and he's still in Greece right now. So I think when he gets back, the hope is he will sign something.
For sure. De'Aaron Fox signed his extension with the Kings. Today, Donovan Mitchell Will Giannis be next? We'll have to wait and see. Ty, thanks for your time, man, and great stuff.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, sir.